folks, welcome back to this series where basically we just make historic Brawl decks for pretty much every commander. Right now we're doing every single legal commander in the Baldur's Gate Alchemy Horizon set. Today's commander is Oyaminartok. Listen, he's a polar werebear and I can't pronounce his first name. Oyam and then a bunch of other letters is a green-blue commander. His gimmick is basically you can sacrifice food. So actually there's a couple, so we'll go through it. Two colorless, 2 green to play him. He's a 4/5, so decent stat line. He is hexproof as long as he hasn't dealt damage. And whenever he deals combat damage to a player, you can create a food token. But perhaps most importantly, you can spend a blue and sacrifice a food to draft a card from his spellbook. And when you do, you add 3 blue to your pool. You can only spend that to cast blue creature spells. So you can spend it to cast the card you either just conjured out of his spellbook, or you can spend it to cast things that are already in his hand. I'm going to go through his spellbook kind of quickly here, because there's not too much to... there's not too much to say on it. There's a couple standouts, but you've got a lot of little tiny things that are just kind of generic. Then you have some bigger, like Spine Megalodon, you got some bigger stuff. Some more small stuff. Archipelagore, there's a couple mutate cards, actually. Junkwinder, which is kind of neat, but it has affinity for tokens. And then Sigilled Starfish. Sea Dasher is good. Voracious Great Shark is also good if you need to pull out a counterspell. Kraken's kind of mid-tier. This is one of the big ones. Nezahal, Primal Tide, because you can pull this guy out on turn 3 or on turn like 4 or 5 if you get a little lucky. And Nezahal can't be countered, makes it so you have no hand size. Whenever your opponent casts non-creature spells, you draw cards. So he's also very good. Pursued Whale also forces your opponent to go aggro. And then the last card there is just food. He already has food tokens. But you could probably make a different version of this deck that is intended to play big blue creatures with it. What I have mostly done is just I've made it's sort of light control into trying to pull out Nezahal or other really big creatures out of Oyaminartok, and also a bunch of food token production. Now there isn't a huge amount of food token production that's actually good, but I'm playing what I think to be sort of the better ones. Okay, and our first matchup is going to be Coyote, Soul of Kamigawa, which is not great. But is this keepable? I don't have any green, so I won't be able to ramp on 4, and I won't be able to play the commander. He's on the play. The downside to this commander is I have no idea what I should be mulliganing for here. We'll keep this. I'm just hoping that today goes better than the Calim stream from earlier this week. Let's see what he's going to do. I guess we'll just go over Coyote while we're waiting. Coyote is a 3/3 flash flying. You can spend 5 mana of one of each color. I'll keep. You can spend 5 mana, one of each color, to give him +5/+5 until end of turn. And when he enters the battlefield, cool, we'll do that. Next, in turn, when he enters the battlefield, another target permanent you control gains indestructible as long as you control this guy. Let's go grab a forest. And I think we'll probably try to play... The downside to him is that... By downside, I mean the downside for me here is that I have no idea how to read him as a commander, so I don't know what he's being used for. He could be used for massive shrines. He could be used for 5-color good stuff because he is a 5-color commander. I'm not sure what it looks like he might be being used for... do I want to... Yes, I do. It looks like he might be being used for enchantment control. Oh, I did this wrong. I should have played Hall of the Storm Giant last turn. The thing is, so I'm going to make a guess here, which is that usually... I should not have thrown that forest away. Usually, let's see what else he has in his deck. Okay, so this is enchantment-based Coyote, I think is what this is. Which is not a fantastic matchup for me, but at least we know what we're playing against now. It looks like it might be a little slow, but okay. So it is shrines. Okay, cool. I want to graveyard that because I want more land. Arch of Warzenica, can we give me more green? No attacks. Target player or planeswalker. Okay. So next turn we'll pull out the bear, I think. Wolf's Quarry I could probably have cut. Oh my god. No blocks. That might be good though, because that might mean that he doesn't have too many. Okay, nope, that's bad. I don't have a good way to get rid of that in hand. No blocks. London of Seeing Wings wins is really good. I have a bunch of return to hand stuff, but I don't have it bottom of the deck. Actually, we don't have a land to play this turn. Top of the deck. So I have enough to do this, but then nothing else. So what will happen when I play it is I will get a 6/6 to block Goshinti, and he'll play Coyote. So instead I'm going to do this. Next, no attacks, end turn. Yeah, Honden. So this is Shrines. The correct option against this, and this is why it's kind of a pain. I also just have to keep in mind that Coyote is probably going to be for Shrines the next time I play this. I have a little bit of enchantment removal, but the big one is going to be Search for Zeneca, isn't it? Okay. Oh, you stinker. All right. You don't get to attack anymore, though. The downside is that Honden of Seeing Winds is basically going to carry him to victory unless I can get rid of it very quickly. Let's keep playing that. Let's next combat. Let's see what he does if I do this. Next to damage. To which I say no. So right now I could buy with 6. Sure, let's go shopping. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Buy with 6. I would love Spined Megalodon if I could put it into play. I'm going to take that because I feel like that's going to be useful in this matchup, and I'll do Nessian Wanderer. But yeah, so this is just that single card is basically game over. We'll play it out though. I have a couple return all to hand spells, just not enough. Sanctum of Calm Waters. All right, so he's going to be drawing 7 cards a turn, which is, less than great. Oh, hey, that's the card I need. Do I play it this turn? I don't think I do. I think I played this instead. One, two, three, 4, 5. Yeah. All right, I need to remember that creatures he controls have Death Touch, and he can also make one of them indestructible. So I think we just take the hit this turn. If we're lucky, he'll play a bunch more stuff, and then what does this one do? Exile target non-land permanent. All right. Yes, we will put that back in the command zone. Spine Megalodon is decent here, but I don't think it's going to be quite enough. We'll probably burn the Wanderer down. Beginning of your upkeep. He's very confident he's just got this in the bag, I think. And frankly, I think he's probably right, but I'm still going to beat his face in to the extent that I am feasibly capable of. Let's go get another green, I guess. Okay. Scry 1, bottom of the deck. Play this here. The interesting thing is that he doesn't really have a fantastic way to deal with Spine Megalodon. He can just play, if he's smart, he'll just save Coyote, play Coyote, buff Coyote to block it. But if he's playing sort of greedy, he'll just, you know, replay his shrines. Yep. Oh. So what we want to do here is punish him as hard as feasibly possible for just the defense and make him give up as many cards as possible in hand. Because we have a 5/7 and we have some other good tools to work with. I'm going to do this. Does this have vigilance? No, it doesn't. Next to combat. Next to attackers. Scry 1. Bottom of the deck isn't a returning things to hand spell. Yeah, he is. Okay, so he's very confident then that he wins next turn, which is bad for me. Oh, and I can't play Thassa anymore. Oh, well. Wait, so why would it not have spent the mana from Guardian Idol over my blues? Never mind, doesn't make a difference. I only have 3 blues. I'd have to spend 1 minimum, and I don't have 2 for the Guardian Idol. Search library for an aura or shrine, reveal it. I wonder which one's going to be. Is it going to be the 5-color one that lets you fetch more shrines each turn? Be still, my beating heart, no. Okay, so does he already have it in hand? Does he not have it in this deck? That doesn't seem right. Okay, so this is 5-color shrine, good stuff. So maybe... Interesting. This game is not developing quite the way I was expecting. Because I feel like I have a decent understanding of... Okay, so that leaves me with 1 blue, right? Don't have much of a choice on this, unfortunately. Next to combat, next to attackers. Does he have something with flash? That would explain it. It's got Ward 3 mate, and that one's got hexproof. Like, bottom of the deck. Next to blockers. Wow. I'm gonna miss lethal by 3. We'll play the Witch's Oven now. I think this is still the right choice, but it's just not going to be quite enough. Yeah, because now from here on out, he can just do exile target non-land permanent. Well, he can't get rid of that, but so like the thing is, he can just pass the turn and stall with Coyote, and then just let these 2 do damage, and I will get cleaned out. Yep, Sanctum of Calm Waters. Is there a card that wins me this game still? Enough. I would need... I don't think there is one. That's not quite enough either. So let's do this fully. Let's see what he is going to do for a ward. Is he going to pay the 3? Yes, he is. So I am going to sack that and not let you get that. Bottom of the deck. Next to blockers. Next to damage. Boss's Oracle. Let's go dig for something. None of these are enough to save me, so we're putting 0 there. That on its own is enough to end the game. Oof. AKA discard your hand at the start of each turn. Bottom of the deck. Well, I can do something annoying to mess with him, so I'm going to do that. Counter target triggered or activated ability. Get an online permanent. Creature you control, draw a card. I don't have a counter for that. Resolve all, that's game. If he does anything but go into combat, I'm conceding. Yeah, you win. Auto passing. Didn't quite get one of the bigger things I was hoping for. Well, let's see what we can do next game. It's good to know at least. Coyotes, so it's like slivers, you know what they're going to do loosely. Like, you know what the big, like, you know it's going to be, what is it, like Cloud Flash? It's Cloud something. Like, you know, oh god, it's Tasha. Nobody enjoys playing against this deck. Nobody has ever enjoyed playing against this deck. And of course he's on the play. All right, let's see what happens. He doesn't have a 1-drop though, so Kami of the Bamboo Grove. We'll cheat that out a turn early. Do that. Let's see. Do we see? Yep. Let's see if you're running a counter spell. Who's not running a counter spell for that? Let's do Guardian Idol. I wish this worked on Planeswalkers. I bet he's going to counter spell this. I'm shocked. Shocked, I tell you. Well, not that shocked. Oh. Why did he discard that? Does he get that back? Scarab dies. Return your commander to the command zone. Yes. Will. Maybe I should have gone with the Ominous Traveler into Muldrifter instead. I don't know how I beat Tasha from this point out is the issue. Here's what we'll do. We'll do the Mirror of Life Trapping, we'll force the first counter out, and then we'll play Ominous Traveler. No? He's just gonna let me? Alright. Tasha is such a non-exciting commander. Okay, well, now's my window to get a bunch of cards. So Muldrifter, every card enters the battlefield. So let's try something. I want to see how this works. I don't know what the trigger order for this is going to be. So Muldrifters enters, Mirror exiles, nice. And then Gilded Goose enters, creates its food token, returns Muldrifter, Muldrifter enters, I draw 2 more cards. Okay, now this could be useful. Do I do that this turn? I can grab a copy of Tasha. If I don't do it this turn, next, no attacks, and turn. The thing is that my deck doesn't actually have a lot of big stuff in it, so I would rather see what he's going to do. Okay, he tapped himself out. That is perfect. Okay. So, do we have enough mana for this? Do we have enough mana for 2, 3, 4, 5? Yes, we do. Pay 5. 5 non-token permanents. Tasha, Kami of the Bamboo Groves, Dreamroot Cascade. What else? We get the Golden Goose just so we can do some more fun stuff with triggers. Forest. Yeah, let's do that. What are the odds that the very boring blue-black player has... does he whip anything good in his graveyard? Yes, he does. I will be taking your Scarab God, please. Thank you very much. And oh look, now it has Ward 2. I will put that there. Oh look, you can't do the trigger because it has Ward 2. Isn't it so much fun to play against this commander? No attacks. And here's the thing, my deck doesn't have all that many big creatures in it, so go for it. Do the -6. You are likely to get... Yep. Congratulations. You got Holographic Double, World Shaper, and Wicked Wolf. Aw, so he's going to get it back now? That's a bummer. And he's going to blow up Tasha. Alright, what can I do in the turn that I have to mess with him? Well, Tasha only comes in at 4. That's unfortunate that he got that back, though. That I can't do. You know what? No, I've got Undercover Operative. I can... Alright. 2 can play at the game of... Actually, you know what? No. New plan. Decline. Submit. Talk shit. Get hit. Next. End turn. I wonder if he's going to do something boring like play Tasha. God damn, I was feeling so smart, but of course he has the... So this is the thing that's boring about this deck, is that it doesn't do anything except rely on just like... You just stall for as long as feasibly possible, right? But you don't actually play the game ever. I should add the blue ley line to this, maybe. I was thinking about that earlier, and then I just kind of forgot. What I think I will do is I will try to copy his Stonecoil Serpent. Okay. interesting, just to get back Gonti. That's fine. Won't save you. Maybe he's just very low on mana. Pass to attackers. Shouldn't I? This card doesn't exile when you play it. That's interesting. You may mill 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Get rid of his lands. Pass to blockers. The technical term be... Alright, so I would like my cards back in my graveyard, please. And then I'm going to go draft a card now with my land. Maybe I should have grabbed token production, but we'll see. Target artifact or creature spell. No, I'm just going to play this now, actually. Why does Mirror of Life Trapping not have anything underneath it? Let's see. At least this game's gotten kind of ridiculous. That's good. I wish I had one more land. No, I have one more land. Is this instant speed? No, it's sorcery speed. I wish I had slightly more land anyway. Do I play... I have enough to do it now. Do I just go grab 5 more lands? 5 more lands or 8 more lands? I think 5 more lands. What's the word? Birds and hands and bushes and shrubbery. Let's go grab what we can get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go grab a lot more lands, because then at the very least I can't draw them anymore. And if he casts, he's gonna play probably Tasha now. We'll see. Maybe he'll play Scarab God. Yes, he did. So I will take my 8/8 back, and you can have your everything. I will kick. All right, how many lands do you have? A lot. So I'm not going to let you have those. I'm just going to block that. You have 20 health. Does this have haste? It does not. Temple of Mystery to the 4. Bottom of the deck. Let's do Thassa, because we have a lot of mana to tap things down with. Oh, but it's a creature, so he gets back Scarab God. Okay. Undercover Operative. I will be... Look at me, I'm the Scarab God now. Actually, just kidding, I'm Thassa. So I can... If I tap him down, I can hit him for quite a lot. Let's make him panic. 1, 2, 3. I wonder if I missed lethal here. Do I go grab... Yeah, I'm gonna go sacrifice a food. I don't have mana to spend on like any of these. I'm going to go grab the Moat Piranhas. And I'll cast it because this way at least I can get my Undercover Operative back. And it is going to be a copy of Scarab God. Do I have enough to use his ability? I do. What do you have, my opponent? What do I have? Muldrifter. Well, I want to get rid of your... I don't want you to have access to that. So you may have your Scarab God back, but... Sweet victory! Oops. My bad. 1 second. Okay, so my stuff is working. Sorry for... So for half a second there, when I boot the stream up, I have, you know, streaming software, and it has a little preview thing, right, of whatever is going on live. And sometimes I will play it for a moment just to make sure the audio is coming through and everything. Except I just did that, and what happened was I did it and I paused it right at the beginning, and then I looked over back at the little thing. I'm like, wait a minute, is that my live stream? Have I never switched off my startup stuff, which is, you know, that little loading screen with the things that I got for it. Let's just move these 3 into there while we wait for our opponent. So that was a good game with this deck. I'm actually happy. I will go to bed. Let's see, satisfied, regardless of whether or not I win. Oh, we're in game. All right, we are playing against. Is that Goldos? Why, game? Why? What did I do? Was I too happy about having 1 victory? Okay. Keep 7. At least I'm on the play, so I know how you're supposed to play against this. Bark Channel. Reclaim the Wastes. Go grab an island. I was clearly too enthusiastic about last game, so now I get to play against this just utter... There's a reason he was banned from just Brawl for a while. Like, this card's just the most degenerate thing ever. It's just Solemn Simulacrum, like Solemn harder. Next and turn. If you destroy it, he'll just play it again next turn. The only way to deal with it is to counterspell it. You didn't counterspell it? Well, get dunked on. I have no idea so I'm going to counterspell that because it's basically the same thing. May as well just do the Omen and go get our second land. We will try to make this game as fast as possible, so there's still a chance of playing fun ones. Like, there's a reason this guy was banned. He's just not a fun card to play against. Nobody has ever enjoyed playing a game against Golos. It is an interesting question, though, right? Because you have stuff like Kolos and Kenrith and Coyote. It's like, all right, how do you make a 5-color commander without making it unfun, right? I'm not going to say that things like Sliver Overlord aren't very powerful, but they're not as actively just, I want to bash my head into a rock as next and turn as Golos. I might... No, you know what? I have said that I don't... I've said that I won't, like, just concede games on stream. So I'm not going to do it. Divide cards into piles. Everything about this game was a mistake, but at least this can be countered now. I won't have the mana to do it if I do anything, so I guess we don't do anything. We'll just not attack. What incredible gameplay. Sasuga. I don't even know what that means in this context. Resolve. 1, 2, 3. It's literally just 5-color good stuff. It does not matter what I do. Resolve. Resolve. Maybe it's 5-color not as good as some other stuff. Maybe it's like budget 5-color good stuff and I have a chance. Activate. Give me an L. Okay. I like Mirror of Life Trapping, not because it's good, but because it will in fact send the game to shit, regardless of what else happens. So let's do that. What are you gonna do? Counterspell me? Golos just reads draw 3 cards a turn, basically. Just spend 7 mana, draw 3 cards. Let's see what else he's got. Land, land, land. Okay, well, maybe he'll be really stupid and misplay this in the worst way possible. But I kind of doubt it, because he gets an extra land each turn. I'm shocked. This is so fun and interactive, guys. How many cards is he ahead of me? 14. 14 card differential. It's okay, take your next turn, buddy. So the thing that I'm puzzled by here is not, hey, I'm being matched into, okay. I'm not going to concede this game, but if this was literally any other situation, I would have already conceded. If I had the land, I would return Mirror of Life Trapping to my hand here just to blow up his Ulamog. Are you going to do anything, or are you just going to draw go? Okay, well, I don't have access to any blue sources anymore because, you know, I only have 4 lands. Next. Literally the only way I win this is if he disconnects. For the love of God, man, just end it, alright? Maybe this is just, so this is actually looking like it's, again, going back to this card is hard to read, this looks like it's Golos big creatures. Or it might just be Golos good stuff, right? Like he's crafted a copy of Time Warp. Or he drafted it. Time Warp's a good card. But it's his hand apparently is 90%. My dude, just please end me. Yep. I have so little motivation for playing this out, but I'm still going to do it because I'm an idiot. You win in 3 turns. I have nothing that can deal with this, or at least nothing that can deal with it in a reasonable way. Joysu that endures. 4 mana. I do like Mirror of Life Trapping. I think it's a really cool card. Probably because it's arguably the best way in the format to permanently remove your opponent's commander. Let's get Gilded Goose. Gilded Goose generates more food. I have a blue source. Probably won't be relevant, but I do have it. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I don't have it anymore. Highland game. Next. He can use Golos' ability multiple times per turn now. Like, there we go. Okay, so yeah, this is just 5 color good stuff. My dude, please just, whatever. Whatever. I will play it out. Though, I'm going to be honest, I am salty as sin right now. Like, there are no words for how just quietly grumpy I am. Do we keep River's Rebuke? I would need one more blue. I'll toss the Highland game. That's probably a mistake, but Okay, so you know what? There is kind of a chance, actually, now that I think about it, but it does involve him bricking just everything he tries to do. Okay, never mind. Well, this should be funny. He would have to deck himself, which, you know... So there's two chances. One, he decks himself. Two, prior to him doing that, there was a chance that... what I was going to say is, if he did something obscenely stupid, and I was able to copy Ulamog, but this is... Yeah, no. We're playing it out because we're streaming. We're playing it out because we're streaming. Even though internally I'm screaming. Where's auto pass? Let's just turn that on. I'm gonna go... Oh well. Baldur's Gate. Really, buddy? Like, is this entirely necessary? Well, at least he killed his own copy of Nicol Bolas, and that brings me some level of joy. And this is why nobody likes playing against Golos. All right. Well, that nightmare is over. I don't understand why the matchmaking algorithm thinks that is remotely a fair matchup, but hey, it's what it is. Don't understand why it thinks Tasha's a fair matchup either, but let's go again. Maybe it's because I run cards that I run the big blue return to hands. Ah, well. I had one good game. I'm happy with that. Okay, Illuna, Apex of Wishes is not, what is it? Not mutate. Do we keep this? I'm gonna keep this. It is metamorph. No, it is mutate. So whenever it mutates, exile and cheat stuff onto the battlefield. Okay. Hall of Storm Giants. Do I search for a Zeneca? I think I do. No, I think we do. Find Gilmer Snarl, Arcane Signet. And we just try to accelerate this. Yep, there's the sack. So is he going to be able to do it next turn? He's going to get 2. He'll play it for 5. I need to play the command tower here, I think, right? And I do this. And then he will play Illuna. And then I will go to my turn. What is that? 6/6? It is kind of a big one. Oh no, he's digging. Okay. Did he get a land? He did. Is he gonna play another one? Yep, Thriving Isle. Okay, but that enters tapped. Let's do a blue. I'm going to see if we can fetch Nizal. Let's do dig 1. Yep, okay. Okay, and now we have the big beater. Interesting. Okay, so there's his morph targets. But I don't think he can do it this turn. Yeah, because it's 6. So we gotta wait. Yep. So right now he's just generating all of his targets. Pass to attackers. My turn. Forest. We are going to let him. We'll do search for Zeneca, right? And he can kill my stuff if he blocks with it, but I don't think he actually wants to. But I don't. I need to keep. I need to start hitting him, if nothing else. Okay. Okay. I remember how. I don't remember what this deck does to make it work, but I remember how it works. He's only got one card that's the target for Illuna in the deck. So. Yep. Okay. Yes, that's what I remembered that just in time. It's a trick deck. It only has one card that's a target for Illuna. I don't remember what the card is, but you hit that, and then you basically start out an infinite combo. So as long as you interrupt the combo, the deck, it's hosed. So in that case, because I would have had Illuna on, he'd have Illuna on the board, but no way to mutate it, means that I would win. Why am I matched against these decks? Blue to blue, we can dig on. We'll have the counterspell on 3, and we're on the play. I will keep. If I remember, the thing I need to counterspell is Paradox Engine, and that's a 5-drop. Or I need to just stop Joria, potentially. But, you know, it could go either way. We'll do Thassa's Oracle to dig for green. Hopefully we'll find it. We can use Tireless Provisioner to generate treasure tokens to start ramping. Oh. We'll do 1 or 2 more games. I would like to end on a win. I probably should have ended on that last game, honestly. But, okay, cool. There's that. Thassa's Oracle. So we have green now. Circuitous Route. Turn 4 is the big... Okay, so I have to hold 1 turn. Next to combat, all attacks, and turn. Yep, that'll resolve. He read my bluff. Okay. Next to combat. What we'll do is we'll return Guardian Idol to hand if he just passes his whole turn. Or you cast a Historic Spell, draw a card. Alternately, we'll just hide. No, you know what? We won't do that. If he tries to play it, we'll just counter it. Gets priority to draw 1 card. Nightclub Bouncer. Go away, don't come back. And you don't have the Aether. So you only get to draw 1 card off that, but now you're at 6. Which is not great. And I am now behind. Witch's Oven. I think I probably played this wrong. I don't know. I don't have a lot of I don't have any of my anti-ETB in hand right now, right? So if he actually gets Joria onto the field, there's just not much I can do about it. Disallow. Let's make you use that counterspell that you're holding, that we both know you're holding. You're not holding it. Interesting. Well, now that's a 6-drop. Have fun. Or you're just going to leave it in the graveyard. Nope, you're going to purge the... That's fair. I can't be like, no, why would you do that? Like, why would you do the thing that makes complete sense and is inconvenient for me? I could evoke out the Muldrifter, or I could Circuitous Route. Let's see if he's holding a counterspell. Because I feel like he's holding the negate. But I feel like if he had the negate, it would have made more sense to do it last turn. Alright, let's go grab some greens. The other slightly amusing thing about this is neither of my creatures are fantastic to Aether Spellbomb back to my hand because they will just do more annoying things to him. Except now he's got 7 to buy with, and I don't have another quick way to return his stuff to hand. You know what I could do? I think I need like 2 turns is the issue. So if he Paradox Engines, if he does Paradox Engine next turn, I am pretty hosed. My turn. Golden Egg doesn't get me much. I could also just, so I could do Tireless Provisioner, follow the tracks. He's got Aether Spellbomb, but he can't use it right now. I want to do this. I'll probably regret it, but if he plays Paradox Engine, I feel like I should make a set of like special situations in which I can concede, which include like Paradox Engine, opponent infinitely looping, Firemind Vessel. Yeah, the Paradox Engine is coming, and there's so little I can do about it. Okay, this is fine. He hasn't hit it yet. I need him to stop casting cards, though. That would be fantastic. Or if I draw my return all cards your opponent controls to hand. Alternately, if I can just hit, if I can hit Nezahal this turn. Let's play the land. All right, come on, Nezahal. Give it to me. Give it to me. Nope. Well, we'll grab the Voracious Great Shark. That's fine. And we may as well spend that blue on something, so let's evoke out Mauldrifter and get some free cards. What a fantastic card. Just a amazing card. All right. Combat. Do we want to go to combat? Yes, we do. I don't really care too much about Saheeli, which is more to say I can't do enough to that card to stop it from just beating the ever-loving crap out of me, so I am choosing to ignore it. Target player exiles a card from their graveyard. Okay. End turn. Next turn will probably be Tireless Provisioner into a land, into food, and then trying again to dig for Nizal. Because our hope right now is basically that, yep, okay. He's got a lot of mana. It's not Panharmonicon, it's just Paradox Engine. What are the other threats? It's blue-red, so it can do a bunch of other... Yep, Ugin the Ineffable. That'll resolve. What's he going to do with it? He'll destroy the polar bear, probably? We'll see what he does. I have turned into a pumpkin. That's probably not enough. We'll just wait. The only bright side to this is that we do know exactly, since I know exactly what his deck is going to do, right? I know where I need to interrupt the combo. The downside is that, nope. Downside is that involves a lot of waiting, and it's not very exciting. How much mana does he still have? Did he kick that? Skyclave Relic, if it was kicked. So, presumably did not kick it. He has 1, 2. I will let that resolve. Did he kick it? I think he did kick it. Oh man, I should have countered that. How does he have 6 mana for that? Whatever. So if I was him, I would blow up. Well, he doesn't know what the bear. He probably hasn't looked too much at the bear, so he's probably going okay. Is Corridor Monitor infinite? Whenever it enters the battlefield, I don't think it goes infinite yet. Untap target artifact or creature you control. So he untaps Fire Mind. Prophetic Prism. Nope, just keep going, buddy. It's fine. We're not stopping you from doing anything until the very last card you're going to try to play this turn. Tormod's Crypt. Nope, that's fine. Keep going. 1, 2. There's for knowledge. Yep. Resolve. Resolve. How many other... This is most probably just a purely historic deck, right? Like, we've literally not seen him play a single counterspell, so maybe he doesn't have them. Yep, he's going to destroy that. Turn into a pumpkin. Pay adamant. Hand. Because I can replay it again quickly that way. Pass to attackers. My turn. The problem with fishing for Nazal this turn is that... So do I have enough to do... Okay, enters this copy of any creature on the battlefield, except enters the shield counter. Okay. So I will have not enough mana to do the things I want. Pretty much regardless of what I do. Tricky, 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 tricky. If I do the bear, I need 5. I need to be sitting on 5. No, I don't. Let's just play the bear. I am thinking about this incorrectly. I don't actually need to be sitting on 5 because I can sack a food for 1. So if I did Tireless Provisioner and then made, yeah, let's try this. This is risky, but we're going to try it anyway. We'll do Tireless Provisioner, we'll play an island, and we'll make a food token. No, we make a treasure token? I just screwed this up. Oh, I just screwed this up. We make a treasure token. Yeah, we make a treasure token. So now I have 2 sources of blue that can be converted into 6 blue for the purposes of casting spells. Okay, next. No attacks, end turn. And he doesn't have, outside of Ugin, he doesn't have an immediate blast. So this is going to require 100% of the brain when it happens. Because we will need to sack probably the Oracle into food, then burn 2 foods, and then Voracious Greatstark to kill it off the stack. That's fine. Just keep playing your cards. We both know that you're looking for a single specific card. Artifacts you control have hexproof. Yep, that's fine. Keep going. Still fine. Still fine. There's a single window where I can intercept your deck. And I can patiently wait for it. Though to be fair, you have so much stuff on the board at this point that it may not actually matter. Yep. Statistically, I'm kind of amazed that you have not hit. Okay, 1 second. I don't think that's an infinite combo yet. I know you can be used as part of one. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. Tap another target artifact. By God, mate, you have like 70 damage on the board. Nope, you can play that. Resolve, resolve, resolve. I just want to counter his Paradox Engine. And then I'll probably just let the game end. Wonder what card he's going to get. Probably Time Warp, because it, it's always Time Warp. There we go. Okay. Oh, wait, no. Okay. Activated abilities of... Oh, are you fucking with me? Is that an activated ability or a mana ability? Let's find out. I'm going to be very annoyed if that includes treasure, but I think this was printed in Dominaria, so that's probably game. Come on, man. Pass priority. I did this wrong by playing Tireless Provisioner. Yeah, I can't sacrifice foods anymore. That's game. Okay, this is taking too long. I'm not letting you play out your combo. All right, so I broke the. I'm making. Sorry, but no, I'm not playing that out. He played Karn, he wins, right? He can no longer have enough mana to play the Shark, which means I can't block the Paradox Engine, which means he can infinitely combo, though he was pretty much infinitely comboing at that point anyway. All right, Queza, maybe a nice final game. My computer shuts off in 20 minutes. I need to make sure that doesn't... I'm on the play. Is this good? Okay, yep, this is decent. Turn 1, Vine Glimmer into Kami, into turn 2, into Golden Egg. Yeah, and then we aim for a turn 3, Oyaminartok. Oyaminartok. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I like Kami the Bamboo Groves. Ominous Traveler or Egg? Egg. Let's see if we can get... Come on, Forest. Not what I wanted. I'll take it anyway, but not what I wanted. Alright, give me a land. Give me a land game. Let me get out that... Give me a... Not a land. Alright. Ominous Traveler. Let's grab something that will... He is a slow deck, right? your hand off the battlefield. I'm going to do this. I feel like this will provoke some form of response. And if it doesn't, well, then I will just stab him repeatedly in the face with Falcon Wrath Pit Fighter. What are the odds that the... Ooh, Flump. Okay, cool. So... let's do combat first, right? Because he'll block the Flump. Because he'll block the Flump, maybe I'll get the forest that I want. I did not get the forest that I wanted, but I got the thing that will let me counter Keza, so I'll take it. I don't have any food production, though. That could be a problem. Oh, well. Hey, look, it's your commander. Hey, look, it isn't your commander. See, Keza has a proper infinite combo. Oh. Okay, that was shorter than expected. I think I will end the stream. I'll end the stream there. Yeah, that seems like a good place to end it. So before actually I go over to the bit where we rate our buddy as a commander, I want to just show something, which is the cards that you actually can use for food production really quick. I'm going to do collected, not collected, food. So these are all the food production, or I guess not even food production, food interaction. Do I have another filter on? I thought there were 2 pages of these. This is, 1 second. I could have sworn there were more than this. I don't think this is quite right, but whatever. Okay, we'll go with it. These are the cards you have for food. Obviously, the big one that I'm not using in this deck, even though it's pretty good, is Feasting Troll King. But the downside to that is it's a 6-drop with 4 green in it, excuse me. Even if it does create a lot of food tokens, it doesn't even do it on ETB. So, and then the remaining ones, Gingerbread Cabin is 3 or more forests. So, Curious Parrot is fine, it's just not very good. Fell the Pheasant, very situational and doesn't really fit the way I like to play these decks. Insatiable Appetite doesn't actually create food tokens. Marley Frider doesn't actually create food tokens. Trail of Crumbs, pretty useful. I just didn't put in this deck just because I didn't quite feel like it fit to me. But if you do try to copy this deck or anything, try it out. Let me know how it goes. I'm always open to feedback. But these are the cards you access. The other option, so your options are either generate food with these to use his abilities, or alternately go and either do something that lets you copy tokens, right? Or do something that just lets you, cheat stuff out, right? You can probably build this guy. I'd say there's probably 2 decks you could do with him. You can do something like what I did, which is more food centric, or you can do something that's based around making it so he can't be blocked and giving him other buffs. Or probably the more reasonable one is you do something that just tries to cheat in big blue stuff into play. So maybe something like Djinn or, any of those dudes. But yeah, so that's Oyaminartok, or otherwise known as the bear whose name I can't pronounce. The deck list, as always, is in the comments if you want to try to copy it. If you like the stuff I'm doing, something, lick the script button. Just do it, or don't do it. Do what you feel. And that brings me to the. But that's sort of what I have to say about the deck, which means that we're going to do this last part, which is the bit where we rate. So let me just toggle that off. So how do I feel about this card? It's not a terrible card, right? But it's dependent on getting food tokens. It has a way to generate food tokens on its own, and blue-green is, in my opinion, a fairly good color combo because you get access to blue's control spells and you get access to green's creatures, right? So the general like flip side slash trade off. Let me just see if there's a. There we go. The general trade off, right, is that it's not a terrible card by any means, but it's like if you can't actually trigger his abilities, there's not much point to him being your commander. And the fact that you can't super easily get food, like there's not a massive pool of cards to pull from, makes it that much the worse. With that said, the fact that he's a 4/5, he's a pretty decent statted one, and you're in green means that you can ramp and keep doing stuff as you saw in some of those other games that I played. It also means that unlike a lot of other commanders, because you're in blue, you actually can, like, you won't win consistently against like Tasha or any of those really obnoxious ones, but you can sort of hold your own, hold the middle ground, right? You're never going to crush anybody, but you're not like terrible. So how do I feel about you now that I've played you more? You're definitely better than our F. Definitely not F. Definitely not D. Probably better than C. I would say you're a low B tier. I want to put you in B tier. Maybe in my opinion, maybe not as. He is kind of fun. He does do something unique and interesting, but it's just a little bit hard to get the triggers off, and so as a result, you can find yourself playing standard blue, green, whatever, as opposed to actually trying to cheat out really big things or conjure stuff out with his abilities. So that's going to be the end of the stream here before my computer shuts down in several minutes. Like I said before, you like my stuff, hit the subscribe button. It makes me feel warm and fuzzy and gives me serotonin, which is desperately needed in current times. And I'm just going to keep on doing these until I finish them. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. And until then, take care.